Yo, gang, how y'all feeling, man? We got 21. 21, y'all know he just dropped the project. I honestly did not listen to it. Not because I just didn't get around to listen to it. I rock with 21. I think he kinda doing this thing, bro. I think he be going crazy on features. And I'll be liking some of his solo songs too. I ain't gonna cap, a lot of people be saying that he really just like a feature guy, but I'll be liking some of his solo songs too. Yeah, he on here with Shannon. And it just dropped right now, like it's literally premiering. It's not even like done premiering yet, you feel me? I don't know what they gonna get into. I did see probably like one interview with 21 Savage, like a clip or something though, you feel me? But I don't wanna do too much talking, man. With all that being said, let's get into it and see what's to it.
Star 21 Savage. How was that intro? You like the intro? Did I leave out anything? I got a little extra time. I can add some more.
I ain't never heard no intro like that. I like that intro.
I appreciate that.
Everybody be liking Shannon intros, bro. The reason you did not just see the intro, I kind of fast forwarded it. That motherfucker be too long for me personally. Let's go.
That. You know, anytime you stop by conference, you have a conversation with on Club Shay, I got you a little drink. This is me right here, and cause I want to toast the album, bro. That's you right there. American Dreams.
Yeah.
Peer pressure, bro. Gonna tap me. He gonna tap me on my son. He straight said, I don't drink, and then pick it up. You supposed to hit the water. You gotta hit the water, bro. That's what I do, baby.
It's good, but I don't drink.
You don't drink?
At all.
You just did that for me. I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah,
Good looking.
That for you.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner can bet $5.
That man ain't even drink the shit. He taps it. God damn, that shit hit.
Yours. You was born in London.
Mm-hmm.
How old were you when you came to the U.S.?
Like 6, turning 7.
So do you remember a whole lot about being in London?
I remember like small things, but not like a lot. Like little small, like going to my grandma's house.
Right.
Being with my mama. I remember like going to the stores like across the street. And then like on my mama's side of town, it's like this shit called a high street.
Okay.
And it's like a street just full of stores. I remember like walking over there. But I remember more like from when we went back and visited.
Okay.
Type, because we went back once to go visit when I was a little older. So I remember that more than I remember like stuff while I was there, like when I was younger.
Did you have very many friends? Do you remember friends when you were growing up? You say you left at 6 or 7. So did you have very many friends?
I just had family, like cousins, like a lot of cousins. Yeah, so I ain't really need no friends.
So your family, your mom moved you.
I'm the same exact way. I don't have not one friend, bro. I kid y'all not one friend. If you want to count like my homie, but he like my cousin-in-law. You know what I'm saying? And he been here with me since I was in goddamn high school. So he like a cousin too. He not even a friend at all to me. So I don't have none. I got like 50,000 goddamn cousins. My age, around my age, a little old, shit like that.
Here, of all the places in the U.S., why ATL, you think?
I don't know. I ain't never asked her.
You never asked her like, Mom, not New York, not Chicago, not L.A., not Detroit, Atlanta.
I ain't never asked her that. Oh, God.
Do you think about how different your life might have been had you gone to one of those places, or Chicago, or New York, or Detroit, or someplace other than the east side of Atlanta?
Damn. Nah, I ain't never thought about that either. Oh, God.
You were just happy to like, okay, so you get here, you get settled in, so obviously you're in a new, London is very, very, so is London, I'm assuming London is very different than Atlanta.
It is, but it ain't though.
Really?
To me, because it's like, it look different,
okay,
but it's the same shit.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? It's like when I came over here, like, I had family too.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So you just around family.
Oh, so your mom, so you had relatives in Atlanta?
Like my mama friends, they moved with us. So
okay,
all the people that I grew up with, all moved.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like you were just like moving by yourself, like just you and your mom.
Nah.
You had a large contingent.
Right, so that made it more comfortable, like, shit, we together, you know what I'm saying? Like home away from home shit. I know some people, we ain't alone type shit.
And with you?
Yeah.
Oh, so did that make the transition a lot easier?
I ain't know about no transition. I'm just a child. I'm just with my mama. You know what I'm saying? So.
Right. So how soon did you get acclimated and how soon did you make friends once you got to Atlanta?
Like quick. Like it was this boy named Skinny. He had got killed though like a couple years ago.
Wow.
But that was like the first person I met that like ended up being like my best friend.
Okay.
Like growing up, they used to stay like, we stayed in the upstairs apartment. He stayed directly under us.
Okay.
And his mama, like, we was bad as hell, cause it was 6 of us. Well, back then it was like 4 of us.
Okay.
So we used to be jumping up and down, running around, and he was the youngest, but his siblings was like way older than him.
Okay.
And like, so their house was quiet, they got plastic on their couch, all that. So like when we used to make noise, his mama would grab a broom and hit the roof like that. So we ended up getting cool hunt. His mama and my mama ended up getting real.
That really like the funniest shit ever, cause I feel like growing up, everybody experienced either getting they shit, top of they ceiling, they floor beat on, or you was the one doing it. And that's just so funny that a black motherfucker, be like, man, what the fuck the broom at? And just beat on that bitch. Shut y'all motherfucking ass up. Telling them like, bro, y'all ass up there doing too much, man. That shit really is low-key funny as hell. I low-key forgot about little shit like that. That go on in those buildings, man.
Cool.
Okay.
And I used to like stay at his house, he used to stay at my house. Like I still talk to his mama all the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your family, your background, y'all thinking your mom was from the Dominicana, your father was from
No, Dominica.
Dominica.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
okay.
ain't, not Dominican Republic.
Dominica.
Yeah.
And so how much of the traditions from when you came from London did you guys bring with you? So did you matriculate into East Atlanta rather seamlessly?
Like
Because you say you got you got four boys and
no, it's 3 boys and 3 girls.
3 girls, 3 boys, okay,
Yeah.
and your mom.
Yeah. And then my little sister, them daddy, he Jamaican.
Okay.
And what you mean, like food wise?
Yeah, as far as
yeah. My mama cooked.
Okay.
For sure, yeah.
So how soon did you start eating some of, cause they got the oxtail, they got the smothered pork chops, smothered chicken. How soon when you started eating that opposed to what you were accustomed to eating?
I think like that came with like making friends more.
Okay.
Like when I used to go spend the night at my friend's house, like growing up, I wasn't allowed to eat pork.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like other stuff, like when I go to my friend's house, spend the night when I was younger, I eat whatever they cook.
Right.
But I ain't started really like just picking what I want to eat until I was a little older. You feel what I'm saying?
So when you went back home, you like, Mom, my friends, they cook this, their mom cooked this. You think you might be able to cook that? Did you tell your mom that?
Nah, hell no. I ain't telling my mama no shit like that. Hell no.
She wasn't trying to hear that, huh?
I know she wasn't trying to hear.
Right.
I ain't even finna try it.
Right. Did your mom share with you that you guys were leaving London, coming to the U.S. or?
Oh my soul, and then just imagine asking your mom, make this woo woo, mama be making that shit. You got some woo woo mama money? You know what I'm saying? Your ass better get up out of here. You gonna eat what the fuck I cook. Oh my, who mama ain't gonna say that? You're gonna eat what the fuck I cook. When you get old enough to buy your own food or get the fuck out of my house, then you eat what you want to eat. But for right now, you gonna eat what the fuck I cook, and you gonna like it, and you gonna eat it all, yo.
Did your mom share with you that you guys were leaving London, coming to the U.S., or did you guys just up and leave? Did you know you were leaving?
I don't really remember. Like,
Okay.
I just remember it's like so long ago.
Right.
So I be trying to really think about the story, but I'm sure my mama told me where we was going for sure.
Right.
Because I was 6.
Right.
But I just don't remember like that conversation, but I
Right.
know it had to happen.
Right. So do you remember? You just remember getting on a plane, didn't have no idea where you was going. You just know you were leaving London.
Yeah.
Right.
Cause I think at first it wasn't a stay thing.
Oh, okay. She was just coming to visit?
Right.
Okay.
I think we was coming to visit. but I don't want to fuck the story up neither. Cause my mama know the story.
Right,
You know
okay.
what I'm saying? I think it was like, let's see. We want to move here, but we finna go see. If we don't like it, we gonna go back.
Right.
Type shit.
Okay.
And then we just stayed.
Right. So clearly she liked it.
Yeah.
What about you? Did you like it? Or you was just going along with the flow? You really didn't have a choice in the matter because you're 5 or 6 years of age. So if you didn't like it, you was stuck anyway.
You gonna just adapt. I liked it though.
Okay.
I liked it. Like, it's hot. It ain't cold all the time.
Right.
Like London. I remember like playing outside.
Don't let them lie to you, bro. I'm in, if y'all don't know, I'm in Georgia, bro. I'm from Chicago, but I'm in Georgia, right? I moved here. I'm thinking, like, I'm getting away from the weather. It's cold right now. As you watching the video, it's cold as hell right now. It was cold as hell 2-3 days ago. Now, I would give them, they don't have as many cold days as, of course, Chicago. There ain't no snow here. But it get cold as hell, especially in like January. It's cold as hell. Now December gonna give you some nice days, but not hot. It's not, you don't think it's hot. I don't even know why they call it hot Atlanta, bro. I just don't. It's gonna be cold here probably up until April. What, January? Yeah, to April I think it's gonna be like solid like 50s and shit like that, bro. But it be here and there sometimes, but in January, you mostly gonna get all cold. Then they gonna throw some 50s in there. Like, I think this week's supposed to actually be a good week, but as of right now, it's cold. And I thought what he's saying is true. Like, oh, shit, it's hot. But no, bro, no.
Like, doing the same shit that I used to do, like, when I used to go, like, to my grandma's house on my daddy's side. Like, we'll play in the neighborhood, go, like, it was the same shit.
Right. So what was it like? I mean, because all of a sudden they got this new family comes in, and I'm pretty sure you probably had an accent.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you're on the east side of Atlanta.
Yeah.
You got an accent. How receptive were the kids to you?
They used to I got in a fight on the first day of school. Oh God.
From the jump?
Yeah, they used to tease me.
Okay.
Like, I went to Dundale Elementary. That was the first elementary school I went to.
Okay.
So I get on the bus or whatever, they start talking to me. So they making fun of me on the way to school.
Okay.
So we get on the bus to go home, they making fun of me on the way home.
Okay.
So we get out the bus, like one of the older dudes, like his little brother was the main one. So the older brother was said something like, basically like, shit, fight him. So we get out the bus, I beat him up. So all the girls, they run and tell my mama.
Okay.
At the door. So
Your sisters?
No.
Kids in the neighborhood.
Kids in the neighborhood.
Okay.
So they run, they tell my mama, cause they started, I really was kicking a lot. They started calling me Taekwondo kid. My mama. It's a true story on my mama.
Okay.
So they run and tell my mama. So I'm trying to drag my feet to get home now.
Right.
So I walked to the door. She grabbed me by my ear, pulled me in the house, cause the girls were still there.
Right.
Telling her the story when I got there. So I just remember her grabbing me by my ear and then like throwing me in the house, like type shit. And then that was it. I ain't get on punishment.
You ain't get no punishment?
Nah.
She didn't ask you what started it? So
not from my memory.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
She probably did though.
Right.
But from what I can remember, I just remember getting pulled. You know, you only remember the parts you remember. Like,
right.
I just remember the ear, like.
So what do you think was the biggest, obviously you're very young, so you haven't experienced a whole lot. It's not like you're coming here, you're 13 or 14, so you haven't had a whole lot of, you're 5 or 6 years of age. I think you're 7 at this time. Yeah. So is there a big culture shock? Do you notice anything different about being in London as opposed to being in East Atlanta?
The most shit that I used to like, what I remember changing was the size of everything.
Okay.
Like, I remember like in London, like our bathrooms would be like this big right here.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Then I remember like we was in the hood on the east side too.
Right.
But it was just like a size different. Like at my grandma's house in London, I could touch both sides of her house like this.
Wow.
You feel what I'm saying? But over here, it's like more space.
Right.
I remember that. And I remember getting in a car to go everywhere.
Right.
It be like that though. It be like that. That ain't really crazy. That's regular shit. Sometimes you go there, that shit big. Sometimes you go there, that shit small.
In London, we used to take the bus and the train like everywhere. I remember like we always was in the car when we got here.
So you had an accent, I'm assuming. So where did you fall in the ranking as far as your siblings?
I'm the oldest.
You're the oldest.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm assuming you. So you, man. So if you're 7, that means, and you got 3 brothers and 3 sisters. That means, man, you got some babies. You got some.
They was 3. Like, cause it's a 3-year age gap between me and my little sister.
Okay.
So if I was 7, she was probably like 3 turning 4.
Right.
And then my little brother was still a baby.
Right.
And then the other 3 was born in America.
Okay.
Feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, did you feel a sense of responsibility because you are the oldest? I mean, even though you're a child, you're the oldest male, and so do you feel some type of responsibility that you needed to, like, okay, I need to be the man of the house, even though I'm only 7 years old at the time?
I think so. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like I was naturally like a protector type shit. Yeah, for sure.
So what did your mom think about that? So the type of relationship that, because like you said, you're the oldest, your mom is in a new place, and granted, there are a community that came with you, but you the protector because you like, okay, I got to look after my mom, I got to look after my brother, my sister. Did your mom tell you anything about that, or you just instinctively took that on?
I think it was just like instinct for the most part. I feel like it's just.
It's crazy when like a boy feel like I gotta be the man of the house. He's not even a teenager yet. You know what I'm saying? He was like this before he was even in double digits, bro. Like, man, I gotta take care of everybody. That shit is crazy right there. You're a kid, bro. Your mama taking care of you, and you like, nah, fuck that. I gotta take care of my mama. You know? Did he say he was the only male, or did he? I don't know, but. Yeah, it's just crazy that kids, some boys feel like that at a young age. I gotta take care of what's going on around here instead of just being a kid.
It's in my personality too, like just like take care of everything. I don't know why I'm like that, but I think just naturally like I developed that, cause like my whole life I've been like that. Like since I was old enough to like get out and do what I need to do.
Right.
I always like took care of my mama and my siblings and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you feel that's so? When you were in London, do you remember much about your dad being around?
Yeah, I remember my daddy used to come get me like every weekend. I used to be over there, cause that's like where a majority of like my cousins was at.
Right.
On my mama's side, I only got like 3-4 cousins.
Okay.
But on my daddy's side, it's like 30 of them.
Right.
So that's like my oldest cousin, Teran, he in a wheelchair.
Okay.
I remember like following behind him a lot.
Right.
Feel what I'm saying? So that's my daddy's side.
Right. So in other words, you really love spending time with your dad's side of the family because that's where all the cousins were. That's where you got an opportunity to run and play and just have a good time.
It was just deeper.
Deeper.
But my mama's side too, cause like my cousins on my mama's side was bad as hell too.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? But it just wasn't a lot of us.
Right.
Like it was just me, Chiron, and Jerome.
Right.
We was the only boys on my mama's side. On my daddy's side, it was more, but
Well, if it's
same
only
shit, it's just different side.
Well, see, if it's only 3 of y'all, the trouble is only going 3 places.
Yeah,
so it's you, or you.
Oh,
When
God.
your dad's side is about 30 of y'all, so you can blame a whole bunch of people.
Oh God.
So growing up in the east side on that side of town, rappers, Gucci Mane, Future, OJ the Juice Man, Rich Homie Quan, Childish Gambino. Did you know any of those guys when you were growing up? You had no idea about these?
I seen Gucci before.
Okay.
Yeah, I seen Gucci before for sure.
Right.
I seen him at Church's Chicken before, like when I was real young.
Right. Right.
Yeah. No, Miss Winters. I seen him at Miss
Winters, okay.
Yeah.
The east side, that's zone 6. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
East side of Atlanta. There's drugs, there's a lot of killings. So what did your mom try and shield you like, son, you can't be out this time of night? So what did she tell you about the area that you guys like we're gonna call home now?
I used to be outside, so I don't remember like her just like, the only time it'll be a problem is if I got in trouble in school.
Right.
But other than that, like I wasn't like one of them when the street light come on kids. Like
Right.
my mama used to let me figure it out, cause in London it's the same shit. It's damn near worse.
Right.
Cause it's like concrete everywhere. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? It's alleys. It's the inner city. So in London, I used to be outside From what well, that was when we went back though.
Right.
Like from before then, I don't remember being outside that much. But so like, nah, she just used to let me like
let you figure it out.
Yeah, she probably wasn't overthinking like it go on, but he just outside. But to not be a street, man, I was a street like kid. I'm not gonna care. Y'all let me know what y'all a street like kid, bro. When them bitches come on, you better have your ass in this house. My mama didn't fuck around, bro. I ain't gonna care. She ain't fuck around. Sometimes I'll push it and be like, man, I'm just gonna have to get my ass whooped later, bro. But overall, them street lights, she ain't play. Some days she might be nice and be like, street lights on, but be your ass on the porch. So everybody gonna kick it over here on my porch type shit. You feel me? But other than that, she won't let me run the streets just all goddamn night figuring it out. But when I was on my granny crib, but I'm outside like a motherfucker. What's some street lights over there? What's some street lights when I go out west and shit like that, bro? We kicking it.
Get out. Then I used to be with Skinny.
Okay.
Well, his real name Aaron.
Okay.
I used to be with him and he was older than me, so he was like my big brother.
Right.
And like, so as long as I was with him, she would give me a little more freedom to do shit.
Right.
Like as long as he watching over you, you good.
Did you always gravitate towards older guys?
Yeah, I always hung with like people older than me for sure.
Because you felt you was more mature than young guys your age.
Yeah, for sure. Cause I was older, I had to be, I'm the oldest.
Right.
So you naturally like a little more mature than you have to be, cause if you're not, you're gonna get in trouble.
Right. So how was the struggle when your mom moving here, obviously in a different country? Obviously times were difficult for you guys. Did you realize how difficult times were for your mom and your family?
Yeah, hell yeah. Like I remember when we first moved, you be smoking cigars on here, don't you?
You go ahead, take off.
All right.
This your joint. Let's go ahead.
But I remember like when we first moved over here, like before we moved to the neighborhood where I went to elementary school from,
Okay.
we would move to another neighborhood on the east side. And I remember like my mama and her man at that time,
Okay.
they used to sleep on the bottom bunk and
Okay.
all us used to sleep on the top bunk.
Okay.
We used to share we shared an apartment with one of their friends. So
Okay.
it was a 2-bedroom.
Okay.
We done got evicted before. I remember we were coming home and our stuff was outside in front of the house.
Right.
Like growing up, like I ain't never had my own bedroom till I was probably like 15 years old or something. Like we all shared a room. Like probably from like first grade till like 6th grade. They had a room, my mama and her man had a room, and me and all my siblings had one room.
Okay.
In a 2-bedroom apartment. Then like, I don't know what happened, they got a little motion, and then we moved in the same apartments, but we used to call it Cross the Bridge. It's like the other side of the neighborhood.
Right.
And we had got a 3-bedroom. So
Okay.
the boys had their own room and the girls had their own room. And then I met my other big brother when I moved over there to Vars.
Right.
They stayed under us. They mama used to do the same thing.
Oh man.
Oh God, get the broom and bang the roof. Oh God.
Right.
Yeah, but for sure it was a struggle because like, my mama couldn't get no job or
Right.
no driver's license. She couldn't get food stamps. She couldn't do none of that shit.
Right.
So it's a struggle.
Right. So she's basically working any job that she can get, maybe cleaning floors, maybe in the kitchen or doing things of that nature, trying to make ends meet to put food on the table and a roof over the head for the kids.
The one job I remember her having, I don't think she never like did like no cleaning floors type shit, but the one job I remember her having was like a daycare, and they used to pay them under the table.
Right.
I remember hearing them conversations though, like being nosy, cause I ain't even supposed to know that as a child, but I remember hearing them talk about it like.
Right.
And she used to work all them used to work at the daycare. Her man, and then the other families that I told you who moved with us, they used to work there too. And they used to pay them under the table like cash and shit. That's the only job that I remember though.
When you came home from school one day and you saw your family belongings outside, how did that make you feel? Did the kids make fun of you? Did you realize what was going on when you saw all of your belongings on the outside?
Yeah, cause I done seen it happen before, and I remember like we used to steal people's shit. like, cause I done seen other people evicted.
Right.
Seen they stuff outside, and like all the kids, the badass kids will be in the neighborhood walking around, see some shit, start going through that shit.
Okay.
So I just remember instantly thinking like, nobody better not touch my shit. That's like the first thought. And
that shit the worst, man. And that shit, it like, you see how you saying that? And I get it, bro. But it's like, that shit be cool until it happen to you. Then that shit just be different. Like, but just coming home and like, oh, they got my shit out here, bro. This shit is crazy. Like, what is we gonna do? They just gonna put our shit out? You know what I'm saying? It probably feel like the end of the world. And then you got kids.
I remember standing out there, but I remember like, I didn't really care about it that much because they put our shit out, but we instantly moved to a bigger apartment.
Right.
So it kind of was like, it wasn't like our shit was just out there and we was trying to figure it out.
Right.
Feel what I'm saying? Like, I remember us moving to a bigger apartment, like instantly.
Okay.
Type shit.
Wait, so how his OG get a crib then? How that shit work? Unless the guy that she was, did he say the guy that she was with was from him? They already type shit.
So what was a typical meal in the household?
Oh, we had food.
Y'all had good food? You
Not like steak and shit though.
ramen, hot dogs?
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Like we had the regular, you know, but
Right.
not like, I don't remember no time like where it just wasn't nothing to eat in the house.
Right.
Like, it's gonna be some bread.
Right.
We used to make like condensed milk sandwiches, like them was like our struggle meal.
Right.
Like you get the bread and the condensed milk and then you put it in like the little toaster type
Okay.
shit and you put it together. That shit be good as fuck. Oh God.
You eat one of them now?
Hell yeah, I will. Yeah. Oh God. But like, you know, hot dogs and noodles. My mama used to make noodles stir fry.
Right.
With ramen noodles.
Right.
Curry chicken, jerk chicken, all that type of shit.
Did you being the oldest, did you learn how to cook? Could you cook?
For sure.
Because I'm assuming like a lot of times your mom probably was working and you had to take care of your brothers and sisters, so it was left up to you to probably cook the ramen or warm the food up so they could eat when you got home from school.
Not cook though. Like the most my mama would make me do is like unthought of food, the meat.
Okay.
Like take the meat out. I used to get my ass whooped if I forget to take the meat out.
Right.
And cause she don't play about the lemon. Like don't just sit it in the water. Put lemon juice in the water when you sit it in the water. So sometimes I take the meat out and just sit it in the water without no lemon.
Right.
I get in trouble.
Okay.
But she,
Hey, mamas, bro. Mamas would get on your ass, bro. Didn't I tell you to put this motherfucking chicken out? Oh, I saw you like, shit, I forgot. You know what I'm saying? I forgot. I said, when you got home from school, put the goddamn chicken out. I wanted this chicken out by the time I got home. Why this shit not out? And then it's just too late, bro. Be ready to beat your motherfucking ass over that shit, bro. Lights, why you leaving lights on? Shit like that, bro. I'm trying to tell my mama ain't fuck around, bro.
she ain't never just make me cook, but we used to make our own little food that we wanted.
Right.
Like, so if my little brother was hungry and they wanted like a pack of noodles, I'd make them some noodles or some shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Obviously, we talked a lot about your mom. What's the relationship like with your dad?
Me and my daddy in like a weird place because he got his side of how he look at it. I got my side of how I look at it. Like I kind of understand, like, okay, if your child moved to another country, it's kind of hard type shit. But from a child point of view, all I can do is go off the emotion that I felt as a child. Like I can't tell you how I would feel about it as an adult.
Right.
Because the hurt come from when I was a child. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like me whooping you as a child and then expecting you to receive the pain as an adult. Like, hell no, I know how it felt when it happened.
Right.
I know I felt abandoned. That's how I felt.
Right.
I felt like I used to see like other kids in the neighborhood. Well, not in the neighborhood, but remember the family that I told you that moved with us? I had a friend, well, he like my cousin, basically, Rakim. He was in the same predicament. Like, he was in another country with, his mama was with another man now, a stepdaddy, and his daddy used to come visit him all the time, buy him shit. So I used to be kind of jealous of what he had going on.
Right.
And so that's where a lot of the disappointment came from with my daddy. But my daddy was a good daddy to my siblings over there.
All right.
Like my little brother who died, my little brother got killed.
Right.
On my daddy's side.
Right.
They was best friends. You feel what I'm saying? I got twin little sisters and I got another little brother. They all love my daddy. You see what I'm saying? So I can't just say, bad daddy.
Right.
But with me, I feel like you didn't do what you were supposed to do.
The relationship that they have with him
Makes
is not the relationship you have with him.
Facts. Right.
Because you said the family that moved with you, you saw his mom, even though she was in a foreign country and she ended up having another man, his dad still came over and would see him and buy him things. Yeah. And so, did you explain that to your father, saying, look.
So he like, ain't no excuses,
Rakim, Dad, his mom is with someone else and he found it time to come over here and see him and buy him things and spend time with him. Did you convey that to him?
Not as a child.
Okay.
But like my little brother died in 2020.
Okay.
And like that was me and my daddy first time talking in like 15, 20 years type shit.
Savage. I mean, you didn't reach out?
When like
at any point in time before that 15 years was up, did you not reach out and try to have a conversation with your father?
Cause like when I turned 21, I got shot.
Okay.
And my mama came in the like while I was in the ICU, she brought the phone. Well, I don't know if I was in ICU. I don't know where I was at, but it was like fresh. It was right after I got to the hospital.
Okay.
And my best friend had just died, like in the incident. So like I just remember being like mad. I was more mad than sad. So she tried to hand me the phone. But I remember telling my daddy like, cause my mama and four of my siblings got the same daddy. I got my own daddy, and then my youngest sister got her own daddy.
Okay.
So my mama was moved out here. When she came out here, the father of my four younger siblings, he came like a little later.
Okay.
And we all was together.
Okay.
So when they had broke up, how I took it was like, you ain't my daddy. I gotta figure my own life out. Like I can't be up under your roof no more, cause my mama left.
Right.
So I left. So I remember communicating like to my daddy, like,
your biological father.
yeah, like I'm in the street at this time, but I'm telling him like, I figure it out. Like I don't expect you to just be able to just put me up in an apartment and just pay my rent every month. Like, but I'm like, can you contribute like $100 or $200? And I'm gonna figure the rest out. I'm probably like 16, 17 at this time. This like years before I got shot.
Okay.
I remember communicating to him like, can you help a little bit? Like, my mama ain't got you on child support. You don't really send no money like that. And it ain't no disrespect, like, cause he went in, like, he be taking shit like.
It's crazy. I fuck with him that he's so open about this shit. I ain't gonna lie. I wonder that just mean like, he just hit. Could I say he healed from it? It just don't bother him as much like he said. Like I could tell you how I felt as a kid, but yeah, he real open about this shit. I would have thought it'd been as simple as, yeah, we don't really see eye to eye. It's a here and that type thing, but he getting in depth about that shit. I feel like I probably would have been like to myself about that shit, bro. But that's what's up though. He open.
Like me telling my story is like trying to down him, but this is my truth. This is what I remember. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like from what I remember, he wasn't really sending no money to my mama.
Okay.
And my mama wasn't just pressing him for no money because she had a man.
Right.
So you see what I'm saying? So I remember communicating that, and I remember like it not coming through. So now I gotta go extra harder in the lane that I'm in.
Right.
As a 16, 17-year-old. You feel what I'm saying? Because I gotta fend for myself down there. I gotta feed myself. Like I'm staying with friend to friend to friend. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So I remember feeling let down by that. On top of all the other times that I was let down when I was young and I wanted shoes or a phone or this or that, a new video game. You feel what I'm saying? So at a certain point, I remember like I got old enough to where it was like, I don't even care to talk. So that's how that buildup came of me not talking to him about them years. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. So in 2020, your brother gets.
Like he just felt like, what's the point? just fuck it, man. Just fuck it, bro. It's just no need. It's just no need. I ain't finna keep going back and forth about this shit. It just is what it is. It's been all this time without you. Why not just keep it pushing?
Lose his life, right?
Yeah.
At that point in time, did you think about putting everything else aside and try to reestablish a relationship with the father?
I did. And we got on the phone, and he started doing some things that rubbed me the wrong way.
Like
just asking me for shit, like too early, and like.
So at this point in time, you had already become what you've become.
Yeah. In 2020, I'm 21 Savage.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. But I kind of like fell back, and then like, you know, like when I do interviews, these questions come up, and I'm truthful. So
right.
I think that might have rubbed him the wrong way. You feel what I'm saying? Type shit.
Okay. Oh, you went back. Your parents come over here.
All right, man. I'm gonna stop it right there, bro. Yeah, he just opened up about that shit, but like he just said, he truthful. That's what it is, huh? It ain't got nothing to do with nothing. He just like shit. I'll tell you. I'll let you know. But yeah, that shit kind of little therapeutic. I would say it seemed like. I wonder do he go to therapy? If he don't, he should, bro. Cause he just seemed like he don't mind. And yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think though. What y'all think of the interview so far? If you finished it, well, it's still premiering. But by the time you see this, it'll probably be done. You feel me? Catch me on that reaction.